Hey, John here. Here's lick of the day number 76. This is a neoclassical pick and run in D minor, and as usual you can find a link to the tab in the description below or by clicking here on the screen. I'll play it once slowly and then break it down. We start on the 13th fret of the A string. Right, this is based on the D minor scale, D natural minor, and we start here on the flat 6 chord, B flat. So we're gonna go up this B flat major arpeggio, starting with a downstroke. So we have 13, 12, 10, 11, 10, 13. But to get this into the rhythm of sextuplets, 6 notes per beat, we're gonna add this note in between. So it kind of gives it a slight Lydian feel at first, but it's all gonna lead back to the 1 chord of D minor though. So anyway, we start here. So down, 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 and then up on the 12th fret, down on the 13th fret. Then we're gonna descend this D minor scale. So we're gonna have 13, 12, 10, 13, 11, 10, 12, 10, 9, 12, 10, 8. So basically descending sixes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shift down to the 7th fret. After that, we're gonna go up. So we have 7, 8, 10, 7, 9, 10 is the first 6. And after that, we got 8, 10, 11, 8, 10, 12. So if we put it all together. And after that, we're gonna go into this Yngwie sequence that I've played a million times before. If we number the notes from left to right, 1, 2, 3, frets being 10, 12, 13. Sequence goes like this: 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So this is a classic Yngwie 6-note sequence. And we do that in 2 positions. So we do it once here, then we move it up 1 scale step, and so we get 12, 13, 15. And after that, we go straight into a 5-string D minor arpeggio. So what this is basically 17, and then I pull off the 13, and then we have 15, 14, 15, 17, 12. And then we go back up again the same way. So and the way to pick this, or the way that I do it, we're coming from, so we don't really have a choice here with the picking if you picked it the way that I did it. So it's going to be a downstroke, but it doesn't really matter because the first note after is a pull off, so you could really pick it with whatever you want. So down, pull off, then we go up, 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 down, and look at my right hand now. It's a rest stroke, very important. So be really careful when you get down here, because if you just wait out here, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be quite dicey getting back in time to the D string, and also you hitting it from the air, and all kind of things can happen. And a lot of the times when I teach students privately, my guitar coaching, and we go through sweep picking, and if they've never done it before, and even if they have done it but they kind of learned it wrong, they tend to naturally do this, separating every pick stroke. And that's not really sweep picking. That's basically James Hetfielding it, you know. And that's great for rhythm guitar, but you really have an upper speed limit there, so you would be better off, you know, alternate picking arpeggios in that case. But it's very easy to do this. You just sit there and practice slow enough so you can actually feel the pick rest on the next string. And if you do that, you pretty much can be sure that you won't hit the wrong string because you're already gonna be there. I mean, shit can happen anyway, but in general you should be good. So the only way to really develop that is to do it slow enough when you practice, so you can get the right feel. And once you got the right feel, you're good. Because sweep picking, you're gonna find it's not really a right hand problem. And another thing you can do that's very helpful is to mute the strings and then just try to do this. Basically going 1, 2, we could do any number of strings, but if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you try to get that as smooth as possible. So meaning not doing this, right? Instead. And if you look at my hand, you kind of can see the pick slanting as well. So when I go up, it's going to be a bit more to the downward pick slanting. And when I go down, and I say down and up in terms of pitch. So this is actually down for me because I'm going from a higher pitch to a lower pitch. But I've showed so many students to do this and none of them have any trouble with this. But I showed them this and then they're like, well, that's your right hand picking motion. And then when they add the left hand, they still go back to that stuff. So, and I'm not saying this to be condescending, it's just about learning it the right way. And I think sometimes when people learn sweep picking, maybe they add the left hand stuff a bit too early. So you really want to check in on yourself and really learn from yourself in that sense, because this is probably faster than you will ever sweep anything anyway. So there's not a speed limit in the right hand. The problem will be connecting with the left hand. So really make sure that you get these rest strokes, because you could never do this like this. At least I couldn't. So make sure that you get these rest strokes down. And it feels weird, I know, to wait on a string while you do something else with the left hand, but it's just a matter of practice. So make sure you do that. And actually a thing you can try is to just play a pentatonic scale, let's say the C sharp minor pentatonic here from the 9th fret. So basically you can work on that feel the whole time. So you go down, down, I'm resting on the A string, hammer, down on the A, down, then pick, downstroke, upstroke, pull off. So you basically, it's a really good one to work on, because then you get to work on that problematic feel of playing a pick stroke, whether it's down or up, and then waiting on the next string while you do a hammer on or a pull off. So if you have issues with that, try that one as well. And the last part here after the sweep arpeggio, just add the root note here on the 22nd fret with a tap, and then pull off back to the 5th, and then slide down. And if we put everything together from the beginning. Alright, so practice-wise, you should really be comfortable with these 3-note per string scales, but also working on the transition from the sweeps here, or the actual sweep here. So you get a double note here, but it doesn't really matter, so you can just go or you can also do we basically just have a brief pause between each repetition, then move it around the fretboard. So the kind of the usual thing. You could also do this. It's a more challenging skip here for the right hand. And also you can do this. basically descending 4 strings, ascending 4 strings. You can loop that very easily. And these 6-note sequences, just move that around very easily on the fretboard, but I would also work on the transition from this one and the sweep. Alright, that's it for this one. If you have any questions, just post them below. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed it and see you in the next one.